Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week in GTA Online. The week is finally here, the one we've been waiting for. The F1 cars have finally been released because the Onslaught R88 is available for a small price of $3.1 million and the ProGen PR4 is available for a small price of $3.5 million. Now, of course, if you were to want to get both of these, you're going to be splashing out about $7 million. So, as far as I've heard, the PR4 is the better out of the two if you need to make a choice. And while that is indeed a lot of money, do not worry because these cars are quite unique and special, and I've already done a little video that goes more in depth about how these cars work and all the stuff there is to it, to both the F1 cars as well as the open wheel races. So if you're interested in that, there's an eye in the sky that will get you to a video that I've done earlier today. Speaking of the open wheel races, of course there are 7 brand spanking new races for you to enjoy. I've played about 2 or 3 so far, and I have to say that they're quite fun to drive. Obviously, these are also double cash in RP, so if you're looking to make some money or try out the new F1 cars without actually having to buy them yourself within the race setting, then you can decide to do that by just playing one of these 7 new races. You can find them, by the way, in 2 different ways. Either you can find them on the map on the designated icon for them, or you can find them by going to the play job and then inside of the race section. These are not classed as stunt races, so do be aware of that. Just simply go to the location that I'm showing on your screen. But if you're someone who doesn't care about that sort of stuff at all, then don't worry, there's also double cash and RP in MOC races, as well as a 50% cash bonus for your vehicle cargo, which is the vehicle warehouse, which is import and export, which is indeed very nice for making money. So if you're looking to make some extra money this week, then obviously vehicle cargo is going to be your best friend. Make sure to only source top range vehicles in order to make the most money. If you're wondering how to do that, very simple. All you need to do is you need to have all the standard and mid-tier cars within your garage already, and after that you'll only be sourcing top range cars. So go out there, go make yourself some money and potentially buy one of these new F1 cars, because again, they're quite unique and a lot of fun to drive. The podium vehicle this week is going to be the Vagrant, a very nice off-road car, which is definitely worth spinning the wheel for a few times this week. Obviously, last week was a little bit better. Everyone was of course rejoicing, and I saw a lot of long lines in front of the wheel, and then for some reason everyone just disappeared whenever they didn't get the vehicle. It was really strange. Everyone was suffering a lot of disconnects last week when we were trying to get the PR4 car. Discounts this week: there's 35% off bunkers including upgrades and renovations, MOCs including renovations, hangars including renovations, 30% off the arcade drone station, 25% off the RC tank, 40% off vehicle liveries, brakes, engines, turbo, transmissions and suspensions. And then for vehicles there is 40% off the Avenger, the Volatile, the Chula, Cargo Bob, the Hunter, the Akula, the Thruster, the RCV, and the APC. And for Twitch Prime this week, there is 35% off the Ruin Zaba. And if you're not yet familiar with Twitch Prime and you want to know more about it, I'll leave an eye in the sky that will guide you to the video that I have done on it. And if you already are an active Twitch Prime member and you're not yet subscribed to any of your favorite streamers on Twitch, by all means feel free to consider me by clicking the link in the description down below. And if you want my personal advice on discounts this week, personally I'd say you can never go wrong with a bunker if you don't already own one. I've done a video on that too the other day, which kind of goes over how to use it, what the best locations are and all that jazz. So if you're not yet familiar with how bunkers work and you would like to know some more information about that, there'll be another eye in the sky that will also guide you to a video which I have done on that too. And for vehicles, I'd say if you don't already have one, a Cargo Bob is an extremely powerful tool when you're going to be doing some import and export this week. If you're using a Cargo Bob, you can simply pick up the car and you won't even have to bother with doing any of the driving yourself, saving you a lot of trouble in terms of damage as well. Another worthwhile helicopter to pick up will be an Akula if you're someone that likes helicopters a lot, but in general, your best bet this week in terms of discount is definitely going to be the Cargo Bob. And then the premium race this week is going to be 8-figure bonus Loctus Sports Classics. Obviously the best car you want to be using for this one is going to be the either Turismo Classic or the Cheetah Classic. Turismo Classic is slightly faster and I personally prefer the Cheetah Classic, but that's my humble opinion. And the time trial for this week is going to be Mount Gordo, and the RC time trial is going to be Vespucci Canals. And as always, a quick and easy 100k if you manage to beat either of the time trials. But that was it for this week. Thank you also very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all later.
There's a crowd.